So Osu game is kind of like a drug addiction where people are going to be playing this for 8 hours a day. It's going to be replacing their whole lifestyle, playing the game, clicking the circles, listening to the music, clicking the circles to the beat. Like, these guys are going to have Osu 420 jelking sessions, 40-hour sessions, and Osu game is just pretty addicting, right? Because it's pretty fun. And as a result of that, some people are going to be thinking, guys, I'm really trying to quit this game. Essentially, if like Cookie Z and Sytho here, like these guys are trying to say quit, and they just publicly announce it. But the untold rule of Osu game for quitting is that if you quit, you're not supposed to tell anyone. You're not supposed to say publicly, guys, I'm quitting game, because you're actually going to come back. It always happens every freaking time. And this theory has been proven again with freaking Sytho here, where Sytho, he's essentially the speed player, the #1 black American Osu player, and also the #1 speed player in freaking America, literally the best player in America. I mean, probably not best, but highest ranked player in America, right? So Sytho, he's out here twerking on the speed maps, playing maps, Zydrack Day, Valve to Quandale, all of the speed maps, and he's just basically getting a lot of PP, right? But recently, he got like some RSI carpal tunnel, which is essentially where he can't freaking play anymore, right? Because every time he's gonna be tapping on the maps, working on the maps, he's not really gonna be able to have a pain-free experience. He's gonna have to take like 10 different Tylenols just to have some pain relief. But he's basically having a lot of pain in his freaking forearms here while he's trying to play, and as a result of that, he can't really play, right? So Sytho, he's like, guys, I'm quitting the game. He literally said in his bio, quit W, it's time to move on, I love y'all for everything. And then literally like a freaking week later, he freaking deleted this, right? So now we see Sytho, he's freaking coming back to the game, and now he's working on these new maps, like essentially the new Sotark speed map called Sytho de Pinch. I never played this map, but I'm guessing it's like a stream map, and you just put DT on it, he's just twerking on it, right? So Sytho, he get a freaking 1k on this map with a freaking night core, not even without hidden. And this is just absolutely crazy, right? Because we saw that Sytho was like, bros, I'm not gonna freaking come back to this game ever again, but then he just comes back over and over again. And this isn't really the first time he's doing this. He did publicly announce like a couple like months ago, he was like, guys, I'm gonna quit. And essentially it was because he wanted to spend more time with his friends, which is fine, right? But he just freaking keeps coming back. I don't even know if Sytho could ever freaking quit this game because of this, but if he is playing the game like this and is going to push past his limits of his crippling pain here, like, it is real. Like, I freaking asked him in Sytho with COE, like, I met him, dapped him up, was like, yo, what's up, Sytho? And I asked him, bro, does your pain actually hurt a lot in the carpal tunnel while you're trying to play Osu game and twerk on the speed maps? He was like, bro, yes, it does freaking hurt a lot. So we kind of just talked a bit about it, and he did say he was freaking hurting a lot. Like, I did meet him again later on, and he was basically trying to hook up with Dutch girls and the freaking Tinder Bumble or some shit, like Flight of the Bumblebee, and he's just like trying to swipe past all the girls, and he's just like, dude, I'm horny as fuck right now. Like, he's basically doing all this goofy ass stuff, right? And I was asking him, bro, like, does your freaking forearm still hurt to this day? And he was like, yeah, bro, this is freaking hurting a lot. But I guess he broke his promise here. He's like, guys, I'm coming back and playing more Osu, and I'm not really quitting.
I still bad. I can't play the game. I quit.
Wait, does it like literally just hurt if you just?
Yes. I'm gonna just stop playing. Yeah.
Shit.
So I don't really know. That's probably the thing going on with Sytho right now. He did freaking come back, which is kind of goofy. And there are like some people in the freaking comment section of this Reddit post where they're literally just mocking Sytho's old bio, where he's like, quit W, it's time to move on, I love y'all for everything. And people are just like mocking him, like, bro, did he really quit? And we don't even know if Sytho will ever quit. And I just want to say that if you guys are trying to quit Osu game for yourself and trying to escape this crippling addiction, this endless spiral of clicking circles and listening to the music and clicking the circles to the beat, I just want to say that if you want to quit, you never tell anyone, and you also replace playing Osu with more productive habits. Like me, I drastically reduced my play time of Osu game because I'm pretty addicted to it. I only play Osu maybe like 1 hour per week now. Like, it's very little, and the secret to it is that you just replace your bad habits with good habits. It's pretty much it. You never really stop saying like, oh, I'm gonna reduce playing Osu time. No, you just replace it with doing something else. It's the same thing with nutrition, right? If you're fat as fuck and eating all the unhealthy foods, the #1 way to get rid of the unhealthy food addiction is to start eating healthy foods, because the healthy food is going to keep you full and not really give you the cravings to eat the bad foods. Like you can still eat the bad foods, but you just reduce the cravings because you replaced it with the good habits. It's essentially the same thing. That's my tip for you guys if you want to quit Osu game as well. But that's also not really the best advice for me to be given, right? Because I'm a freaking Osu YouTuber, and even the Osu players watching this are like, bro, I'll never quit this game. I freaking love this game, and these people are going to be meat riding Osu game to the end of time. Like, fair enough, but to those guys who do have this crippling addiction, I'm just giving you guys that tip really quick. But besides that, I also want to talk about something else in this video besides the Sytho that's going goofy out mode and not actually quitting. Like, I have nothing against Sytho, right? Like, me and him are like pretty chill, but I do have this one memory of him where when I met him for the first time, we were like talking a bit, and he like recognized me as the Osu Yapper, and he was like, yo, I want you to keep making videos about me. I was like, yeah, sure, if you ever like do something right now. So that's why I'm making a video like this about Sytho. I was like asking him, bro, how do you pronounce your name? He was like, oh, it's Sytho. And then I was like, oh, okay, I'll call you Sytho from now on, because everyone is like thinking it is Sytho, and Sytho, like, the man himself confirmed that it is Sytho. Sytho, not Sytho. But what I really fucked up on is that after asking that question and we said our goodbyes, I said, all right, I'll see you later, Sytho. And I freaking said Sytho on accident. I was like, oh my god, if he freaking heard that and he didn't even say anything back, and we went our both different ways. And I never really brought this up with him. Maybe he's like doesn't really think it's that big of a deal. It probably is not, but I'm just like thinking about that ever since that interaction. I'm like, bro, that was so cringe. But I did talk to Sotarks, and he was like talking to Sytho as well. And what's funny is that he was actually referring to Sytho as Sytho. So I don't know, but Sytho has like this weird ass French accent. I mean, Sotarks. So I don't freaking know, like whatever the name pronunciation is for Sytho here. Sytho. I keep fucking saying Sytho, but I'll just say Sytho just for the man himself, for to say Sytho. But I am going to freak up and say Sytho sometimes. But the next thing I want to talk about in this video is something that I saw on the Reddit Osu game, where I thought it was pretty funny what this guy was saying. But he said, whenever I'm about to FC, I feel like the anime girl in the background was trying to make lose focus by saying that I wouldn't be able to. And he's basically having these schizophrenic attacks and is describing it as, whenever I'm really close to SCing in the map, the anime girl will say stuff like, you will not SC this in a billion years, haha. No, you're just too inconsistent FC, you idiot. It depends on the anime girls personally too, because when I was trying to FC a map of how to be background, she would just spit out shit like, you really think this video game is worth your time? Spend some time on the real world, you dumbass nerd. You will not FC anyway. It's become so annoying because they have real voices too, in my mind at least. So I'm basically reading this and I'm like, bro, this guy's kind of like the main character Welcome to the NHK, where these guys are having the conversations with the forks and spoons and the refrigerators around him. Like, he's going absolute schizo mode, man. Maybe it's not Emmerich out here just having these crazy god modes IRL, but also this guy as well, Mr. Child Fanboy, the most OD name in the world. But this guy's basically saying he's having these schizophrenic attacks while playing Osu game. And I do want to say that I do experience some of this myself, but not exactly if the anime girl is going schizophrenic on me. It's actually my own voices in my head saying that while I'm trying to play the game, and I'm saying, yo, I'm saying, bro, you're about to choke, you're about to miss his note, bro. Like, if I were to give any tips about having these mind clutter, the best thing you can really do is start going on the ground, doing some push-ups or something. Keep your mind distracted from all of that stuff. Like, have a clear head. I don't really know, man. Do some freaking exercise or meditation. I don't freaking know whatever you got to do. Pray to God, mashallah, alhamdulillah. Like, bro, you just got to clear your mind in these moments. That's my advice to Mr. Child Fanboy here. And if you are really having these conversations, the static anime girl background pictures, I don't even know, dude. Maybe you got to get some freaking help for that. But whatever the case is for this guy, these schizophrenic attacks are definitely not normal. Maybe consult your doctor or something. I don't know, bro. I'm not freaking the expert OD on this, but that's just my advice on that. And I just want to give my commentary on that about Sytho and Mr. Child Fanboy having schizophrenic attacks. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later.